Hey everyone, coming at you with a quick and fun one today. We're going to be talking about the Dark Knight Trilogy, Christopher Nolan again. And we're going to keep this one quick and light. So, this is something that when it was brought to my attention, I couldn't unthink about. And it's this. In the first two Batman movies, Batman never fights in daylight. When he's in the Batsuit, he's either fighting at night or inside at best. And even I think a lot of the fights inside are at the nighttime. It's very shadowy, right? And this fits with the character for all kinds of reasons. There are a few scenes where Bruce Wayne fights in daylight, especially like when he's training for the League of Shadows or when we first see him and he's in that like Mongolian prison and things like that. So there are a few Bruce Wayne scenes in daylight where he's exposed to kind of the open air during the day. But when he is Batman, he never fights in daylight. It's always inside or in the shadows. And then he fights Bane, and the first fight he has with Bane, he loses. And a pivotal moment during that fight is when Batman kind of throws some smoke grenades, tries to use, the art of the League of Shadows, of distraction and intimidation, etc., to his advantage, and it doesn't work on Bane. Bane says this.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. By then it was nothing to me but blinding.
Of course, Batman loses that fight, and the rest of the movie continues, and Batman finds his way back out of the pits and, builds himself back up. And then he fights Bane again. And I never loved the final fight scene between Batman and Bane. There are things that are great about it. You can see Bane as really formidable. I mean, Tom Hardy does just a fantastic job of being Bane and being, intimidating and raw power. Not cartoony, not like comic booky, but like how you might imagine a real Bane. And I think what I never liked about it was that this is a fight in the daylight. This is Batman with like an army of cops. It's like a battle from Braveheart, It's just chaos is happening all around. There's no surprise. Like Batman and Bane see each other. They lock eyes. They're coming at each other. It's just mano y mano. And again, it's a great fight scene in a lot of ways. But I think where it's interesting, again, is this idea that Batman never fought in the daylight until this scene. And perhaps it's because he lost to Bane in the darkness, and he realized that, yes, the darkness is actually Bane's ally. And, he can't League of Shadows Bane. And so instead he fought him in the daylight with the cops, right? It's sort of like sunlight is the best disinfectant. So I just thought that was a fun little twist in the movie that you really wouldn't pay attention to. One, it's a twist of the series because it's the first two movies where he never fights in the light, and it is the final scene really where Batman is the hero. It is during the daylight, and perhaps that's what he always needed, and it certainly was the only way that he could have beaten Bane. So take that and think about it. Peace and love.